Hey YouTube geeks, today we're looking at the Ontario Rat 2 Everyday Carry Knife. This one I have in my hand is actually the Oz 8 steel with the black G10 handle. I've had this one quite a while. Then I upgraded actually here recently to the D2 steel with the OD green G10 handle. Very good knives. Like I said, meant for everyday carry, camping, you name it. The overall length of the blade is 7 inches. Blade length is about 3 inches. Blade thickness, 0.09 inches. The actual blade style is a draw point. And the blade grind is flat. On the Oz 8, obviously you got the satin finish. Now the handle length is about 4.125 inches. Handle thickness about almost a half inch, 0.42. You can see there the blades come pretty centered. The handle itself, the pocket clip, very sturdy on both these knives I've had. I have no issues with them whatsoever. They don't really tear up my jeans or my pockets at all. I actually carry my knives in my back pocket. And I've had no issues with them whatsoever with these two knives. And you can see it's got the thumb studs on both sides. It's got the nice jipping on the back. Handling is great on these. I wish I had a little bit more angle on the back end of the knife, but not a deal breaker for me. But it handles well, does what it's supposed to. Now let's do a size comparison. Let's try it against a Sharpie. Everybody knows the size of a Sharpie. So you can see it's not a crazy big knife. The Rat 1 is actually a lot bigger than the Rat 2. So the Rat 2 is going to be more of an everyday carry. I know some folks out there with the Rat 1 was just a little too big to carry every day. I personally have never owned the Rat 1, so I could not tell you my experience on it. These knives here, obviously liner lock, just like this Tenacious by Spyderco. It's a good blade comparison there. Spyderco is definitely bigger. Let's see what else we got. This is the Air Light by Cold Steel, obviously a lot bigger than the Ontario Rat 2. The Rat 2's blade is thinner. And we'll put that bad boy away. This is a CRKT knife, Hazuka, and yeah, the Ontario Rat 2 is actually bigger than this one. And from my personal experience, a lot sharper out of the box. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and test run this blade. I'm going to cut through some cardboard. Now, I have sharpened these blades quite a bit. They do come really sharp out of the box. I've just been using these knives a lot, so I've had to sharpen them. This D2 blade up, I think once. The Oz I've sharpened up a few times with that softer steel, so it's expected. Let's try it on some hardwood here. It does just fine. No issues at all. Let's feather up that stick there. Let's go ahead and try the Oz 8 next and see how that does in comparison to the D2 steel. Now I have, like I said, sharpened this knife or this blade a few times. Not here recently, but she still cuts very well. Some cardboard. Let's grab that hardwood again, and let's try to feather it up. Yeah, a little bit tougher than the D2 steel, just because I think the blade is just newer on that D2 steel, and I've recently sharpened it. Now between the Oz 8 and the D2 steel, I preferably prefer the D2 steel. I mean, it's an upgrade. You know, spend a little bit of extra money, get it. You know, if not, no big deal. Oz 8 blades just fine. Try to sharpen up pencil here. I know anybody who's in construction or anything like that, they need to sharpen up their writing utensil right quick. These work just fine. Yeah, no issues at all. One thing I can say, these knives do open and close very smoothly. You can do your thumb flick on it, do your finger flick on it, no issues. So, pros and cons on the Ontario Rat 2. Pros. I definitely like the grip, the handle of it. The build quality is really good. The smoothness of the knife is awesome, top notch. For the price point especially. I mean, this is a budget knife. Even the D2 steel isn't really that much more expensive than the Oz 8 steel. I mean, D2 steel, you're probably spending the same as much as you would on a Spyderco Tenacious. So, I like the pocket clip, the blade on it, the style. I like how you get the thumb studs on both sides. Cons on it, maybe the blade's a little too thin, but honestly, for the price point, it's really not that huge of a deal. I wish they had more of an angle on the outside back end of the knife. But like I said before in the video, it's not a deal breaker. I think these are really good EDC knives, or going camping, something like that. Outdoors knives. Would I recommend it? Totally, yes. I have recommended these knives before. It's one of my favorite everyday carry knives. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe.